I hope you're all doing well. I'm Dani, this is my channel Pocket or Two. Welcome back to those of you who've been watching for a while, and welcome to my new viewers and subscribers. So today's video is the hashtag shows your stash 2020 video, where I actually show you my stash. So some of you might have seen the video last weekend where I introduced this challenge slash tag that Siân from Kittenish Behaviour and I have set up last weekend, that we're kind of co-hosting. It's not a competition, there are no prizes, it's just an opportunity for us to have a look at people's stashes and for other people to share what they have and see fabrics from other people's fabric stashes too. So today is my video where I am going to show you some fabrics from my stash. Now my stash isn't too large. What I'm going to do is I will insert a video clip now just to show you where I keep my stash and how it's very loosely organised. So this is where I keep my fabrics. They're in my study. As you can see, caught on the rug. I've got kind of newish heavy stuff in the top, things that have been washed and ready to go. And then this is mainly woven remnants. And this is knit remnants here. So most of this is remnants, not a lot of this is actual fabrics. And then as you can see, I have this basket up here as well. Okay, so that's where I keep my stash. So now I'm going to go through some of the questions and prompts and show you some of the fabrics that I have in my stash. So the first prompt is favourite fabric. Now I had quite a few different fabrics to choose from and I ummed and ahed about this, but I think this is probably my current favourite. It's a fabric that I showed you a while ago in one of my haul videos, and it is the mid-century modern architecture drawings viscose that I recently purchased from Sister Mintaka. I've still not cut it, it's in a bit of a mess actually, I've still not cut into it yet. I'm thinking that I might make something like an oversized shirt with that, or something like the Rita, so I'm wearing my Rita shirt dress in viscose today. It's a beautiful sunny day in Manchester, which is lovely. So that's my first one. It's one of my favourites because I love mid-century modern architecture. I love the sketchiness of it, of the drawings, and it also feels really lovely and soft as well, so I'm looking forward to cutting into that, but I really want to be sure which pattern I want to use before I cut into it. So the second prompt, looking down, I don't normally have things on my phone, and I do today. So oldest fabric. Now I've recently cut into quite a few of my oldest fabrics in my stash to make pyjama bottoms, so I've had a little rummage around in there, and I think this is probably one of the oldest fabrics that I have left, which is this Swimmers on Cotton that I got from Sew Me Sunshine probably a couple of years ago now. Now I bought it, I think, originally to make a shirt from, and I might still do that. I'm not entirely sure now what to make from it, so it's kind of sat in my stash for a while. I don't normally keep fabrics for ages and ages, but it just seems that that one has been in there a while, and I found it at the bottom, so I think it's probably something that I've almost forgotten about, which is why I should probably keep going through and organising my stash. So the prompt number 3 is a fabric that you're scared to cut into. I think, I don't know, I'm not normally scared to cut into anything, to be honest. I bought the silk to line my Sapporo in without ever using silk before, so I'm normally just like, give it a try. If it doesn't work, then you've learned something along the way. But I guess I've got, I picked this one out. It's got these gold metallic Flex, and I got it from Cloth and Candy a while ago, and I've noticed that Fuzz has just put up a different colourway of this today, which I think I might also need to get. Now I've bought it probably to buy a shirt, but because I've been tweaking my Cali shirt pattern, I sized down. I think I can now do a version of a Closet Case Cali shirt or Cal shirt out of this, but I guess this is probably, because it's got the metallic gold, it always makes them a little bit more precious, I guess. I mean, you know, Scared to Cut Into for me could have been my most precious as well. Fabric that I don't have a clue what to do with. This is, I bought this from IKEA. You know, their fabrics are really reasonably priced, and I bought this, and I think I got a couple of meters of it. I guess thinking that I would use it for 12s, but it's obviously a furnishing weight fabric, and I don't have a clue what to do with it. And I'm almost thinking that this might make its way to a D-stash or the charity shop. Like, it's a nice pattern, but it's not exactly something that I would choose to wear, so I really don't have a clue what to do with that. The next prompt is fabric with a story, and it is this one, which is this sateen from oh, I can't remember the name of the, is it on the Selvage? I can't remember the name of the company, but it's by two sewists who started their own fabric line, and it's all eco-friendly. I'll insert the details here. So the story behind this is that Ella, who is now Ella Rabaiotti, she was Sewist Ella on Instagram, decided to go halves to crowdfund the company, and we pledged for this fabric. So we shared, I think I've got 1.5 meters, we've got 1.5 meters each, and I think it's quite a nice story because I met Ella on Instagram as a sewing friend. We still chat now on Instagram, and I think this is just the kind of, I don't know, this just shows like how thoughtful and sharing the fellow sewists can be sometimes. So this is also a fabric that I don't know what to do with. I bought it thinking that I might make some kind of capri trousers, but I'm not sure if it's quite my thing. It's quite a thick sateen with stretch. Is there stretch? Not a lot of stretch in it, so I'm not quite sure what to do with that either, but I think that's a nice story behind it. The final prompt, well, I've already done where do you keep your fabric stash, so I guess the penultimate one is precious fabric, and this has to be my Vivienne Westwood dead stock cotton, which is covered in pink splash print, and this is so precious. This is one that I'm scared to cut into as well because I don't quite know what to do with it yet, and I love it, and because it's Vivienne Westwood, I don't want to make something that I'm not going to wear. And I made the Iska shirt dress, a Marilla Walker Iska, from my last Vivienne Westwood purchase, which was the tartan with the metallic in, which I absolutely love, but I'm still, this needs to be some kind of oversized shirt or a dress with, you know, where you can really use that kind of crispness to gather and create something dramatic. So that's my most precious fabric. I love it, I love it. So they're all the fabrics that I've got here with me. Dream fabric, I don't know what my dream fabric would be. You know, just something bright, colourful. Anything that comes out of Vivienne Westwood is normally a winner for me. I've kind of already had that dream fabric. The wool that I made my Sapporo out of, I would say that was a dream fabric as well. So I'm not entirely sure what else would be a dream fabric there. I don't know if you can see, no, he's just out of shot. I've got the puppy laid next to me. I'm sat on my bed, he's asleep on the bed next to me because it's really warm day. Maybe we'll just pick him up and you can say hello. Go, we say hello. Yeah. Okay, so I'm really enjoying seeing everyone's fabrics that they're sharing at the moment. Please keep it up. Post on Instagram, in Siân's Peeps Facebook group, on YouTube, anywhere that you want to share. Just use the hashtags show us your stash 2020 so that we can find them and see. Don't forget to tag me and Siân as well so that we can have a look. Thank you very much for joining in. I hope you enjoyed seeing a glimpse of my fabrics. This is just a few. I realise I don't have any knit fabrics and I do make a lot of knit makes, but maybe there will be something soon that I can share with you. Okay, thanks so much for watching everyone. Take care and I will speak to you soon. Bye bye.